Hi peeps, we are back. We are talking the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 2. I am slowly making my way through all the shows that I missed when on vacation. But I did have a wonderful vacation with my family. And hopefully at some point I'll post a short video of some of the fun that we had on vacation. Hopefully, if I get around to it. Anyway, you guys, let's get into the show. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So the show picks up right where it left off. And did anybody notice the shady editors? Because at the very beginning, they labeled Karen's party as the Spring Fling Celebration of Life Taco Party. I said, you know what? The Bravo editors are the shadiest in the game. They really are. And I'm here for it.
I think that's Mia's friend. Like, what's going on?
It felt like you invited that attention.
I think everybody was curious, but there was another way to ask her, and that wasn't it.
Who are you to question her?
I didn't question her.
What are you not going to do? Y'all not going to sit here and act like Robin and Giselle are the only two people in this world that felt there was something odd with her post.
This is real life for her. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude. Who is this?
Someone invited her. I did not.
She said we can invite whoever.
Robin, I didn't see this bitch since she was disappearing from the camp. Child, she disappeared. Now she's here, green-eyed and bald-headed. What is this?
You know that Ray says that he has a big crush on you.
My goodness!
Your crush.
Lady! It's been a while, huh?
Because the Grand Dame is back.
Where'd she go? She's back from where? From the Himalayas? Did you go to the liquor store and come back?
Where the hell has the Grand Dame been?
Throwing a springtime party in a Mexican restaurant.
What did I do now, Rob?
Think about what you did.
Robin's the only name on that house.
What?
Hey,
Don't you think Robin should be telling us this? So as soon as it came out of my mouth, the reaction was like,
know.
what? So I was like, uh-oh, I effed up.
Yeah.
I
That's
effed
just
up.
not something you walk around sharing.
And it's not my business to tell.
No.
No.
So his name's not on the mortgage because our interest rate would have been higher because his credit has not fully recovered from the foreclosure.
Well, right in the midst of this argument, Mia's current ex-best friend jumps in to defend Mia. And I said, wow. First of all, can I just say that Jacqueline is gorgeous. She is a beautiful woman. And she was there to support her friend, to back her friend up in the middle of all of this. One thing that I didn't like is Giselle and Robin trying to make it seem as if Karen was saying something negative about Mia. Karen said, I realize that you guys think this is odd. I wouldn't go to social media to post this information. However, be fair and hear her out. That's what Karen said. But Robin and Giselle tried to make it seem as if Karen was talking crap about Mia and her post. Now, if you remember from my last video, I agree with Karen. I probably would not have gone to social media with this post. Do I think that I have the right to say what Mia does with her social media? No. Do I think that Robin and Giselle have the right to say what Mia does with her social media? No. If she was going for attention, she got it. Leave that woman alone and let her do what she's going to do. Nobody is policing their social media. You know what I mean? If Giselle was truly concerned about Mia, it was a better way to bring it up. So you got cancer or you don't? Is this what cancer looks like or no? You know what? She had just walked in the door. Giselle could not gulp down her drink fast enough to run over there to talk to her about this post. You know what? I appreciate you, Giselle, because you are back to starring, directing, writing, and producing, and I appreciate it. Giselle came to earn that check this season. You know, Candace even makes the point that she understands what Giselle is saying. And, you know, she just thinks that the approach was wrong. And I agree with that. Her post is her business. And you know what? How do we know that her posting about her alleged cancer scare didn't help someone else decide that maybe they should go get a mammogram, or maybe they should start doing self-breast examinations. You know what I mean? Her post could help someone. I really hope that they're not going to try to drag this out for 6 episodes. You know, let it go, move on. This is Mia's social media, not yours. Now, Wendy, interrupting Jacqueline and asking who this is, she can lie all she wants to and try to act as if she didn't know who that woman was and try to act as if there was no shade, but clearly it was shade because they showed her across the room talking about, oh, that's Mia's friend. You knew exactly who the hell she was. That was disrespectful. Wendy knew exactly what she was doing. Now, Charisse shows up and Robin says that she invited Charisse. And Karen, of course, is saying that she didn't. If I was invited to someone's spring fling celebration of life taco party, I wouldn't invite a guest that they didn't mess with. You know what I mean? I'm not going to show up with somebody that you don't even deal with. Why would I do that? Why would I mess up your good time? So, you know, Karen and the speeches. Listen, every time Karen has the opportunity to get on the microphone, it's always interesting. It really is. Sit on down, ma'am. But Candace cracked me up. She said, where did she come from? The Himalayas? And the first thing I thought about was Martin.
One of the original players from the Himalayas.
Katie shows up and she was rocking her natural hair. And I thought she looked really pretty. I said, you know what? Katie has given up the Party City wigs. And I am here for that. But then you have Giselle being just as messy as ever. I said, you know what? Giselle and Robin both have clocked in this season. Giselle is always going to interfere in somebody else's marriage. I said, so you going to bring Katie over to Ray, telling Katie that Ray has a crush on her. Then you're all of a sudden uncomfortable with Chris, which is weird because as soon as Chris and Candace walked into the spring fling celebration of life taco party, you ran up on the man, hugging him and everything. Before they left, you giving him an extra hug. You ran up on Gordon, hugging him and everything. You look like you done lost a little weight, Gordon. I mean, seriously? But you are uncomfortable. Okay, then you telling all of Robin's business. Girl, get on some damn where. And I would just like to say, bravo, people. Get rid of Charisse. Bring back Katie. Katie is interesting. Charisse is boring as hell. I'm just saying. Now, Candace is the queen of confessionals. You can like Candace, you can hate Candace, but one thing is for sure. When she gets in that confessional, she is funny and she is vicious with her words. I'm just saying, I like Candace this season so far. Remember last season when I kept saying I was going to give Candace the benefit of the doubt? And then she had me up until halfway through the season. And then I said, oh, damn, I was with you, girl. Anyway, I am absolutely loving the connection between Ashley and Candace. They are really doing much better. I love them when they're not fighting and pulling out butter knives. Did anybody see Giselle dancing at the spring fling celebration of life taco party? I said, oh gosh, what would we do without Giselle? And she made some kind of comment about who has a spring party in a Mexican restaurant. I think she meant who has a spring fling celebration of life taco party at a Mexican restaurant. Karen, and I would too. What the hell does that mean? Are you trying to tell me that you can't have a good time and celebrate spring at a Mexican restaurant? I believe that people from Mexico enjoy the spring. It's probably hot all year round. I don't know. I need to Google. But what the hell does that mean? Karen goes to see her doctor and she's really excited about her plastic surgery. You know, she had her breast augmentation. And I think she looks amazing. She says that she feels better, she likes her appearance better, and her confidence has gone up. And, you know, she talks to Ray about it as well. And Ray tells her that he doesn't really want her pushing this on to their daughter. He doesn't want her daughter thinking that she needs to have plastic surgery. And he also doesn't think that young women need to think that. And, you know, I'm Team Karen and Ray on this. I think that a woman should get any enhancements that she needs. If you want to look better in your jeans, go for the BBL. If you want to make sure that you don't have a muffin top, hit that tummy tuck, get that lipo, get that Flex 360, do all of that. A woman or a man should be able to do whatever it is that they need to do to feel better about themselves. Do I think that we should push this on our children and the younger generation? No, I don't. I think that they should do what's best for them when they get of age. I don't want any young person, boy or girl, to look at all of these famous people and all these gorgeous Instagram male and female models and think something is wrong with them. Nothing is wrong with you. If you are listening to this video, nothing is wrong with you. The way you look from head to toe is perfect. Nothing is wrong with you. But if you look in that mirror and you tell yourself that you would like to make some changes, you have every right to do that. That is your body, your money, your time, and your feelings. Just go to a safe provider. Be safe and make your own choices. Don't feel pressured by society to change because you are perfect the way you are. We do get another chance to meet up with Candace's sister. It's been a long time since we've seen her, but we find out that her sister has moved in with her. The family, by family I mean Candace's mama, is building her sister a house. And I said, oh God, I feel for her sister. You know, good and daggone well, she's going to have a mother-in-law suite in that girl's house. But you know what? I think this is amazing. I appreciate this. I think it's great to have that kind of wealth in your family that you can buy your children's homes. Lord knows that if I had that kind of money, I would definitely build my son a house. So it seems that Candace and Chris are having some growing pains. And it's really weird because it seems as if every season for the last couple seasons, Candace and Chris argue quite a bit. Candace and Chris, they're arguing, you know, Candace doesn't think that she's getting enough time with Chris, his job, and all this other stuff. But my thing with this is Candace is on tour with SWV and Faith. You are flying all over the country. And now you come home and you want him to just chalk it up? Let me just say this. There are a lot of women married to men who don't even want to get off the damn couch. And vice versa. There are a lot of men who are married to women who don't want to get off the damn couch. Your husband has a good job as the general manager at the W Hotel in one of their top grossing restaurants. Please let this man go to work. Okay, everybody knows that hospitality and retail, their schedules are revolving. You don't have set days off most times. Listen, let the man go to work. Spend all the time you need with him when he gets home. You guys have got to figure out a way to coordinate your time together. Ashley and her friend, I think her name was Deborah. When Deborah makes that comment, does she think that Michael believes it's cheaper to keep her?
It's cheaper to keep her.
Honey, that was a good song, wasn't it? I'm thinking so. I think Michael is very much aware of that old saying, it is cheaper to keep her. And that's why he is controlling everything. He is controlling her home purchase. He is controlling the divorce. He is living in the house with you because he wants to be on top of everything. I don't know why Ashley doesn't hire an attorney. The best thing to do is get an attorney. Don't let Michael orchestrate your divorce, just like your Uncle Lump said. You know, she says that Michael is going to stay there in the penthouse when they move into their house because he likes the maintenance. And let me just say, I agree. I love a good maintenance man. That is one thing that I miss about renting. There was always someone to call 24 hours a day. You know, now as a homeowner, I've got to either fix it myself or pick up the phone and call somebody that I have to pay. I'm just saying. So her friend says, well, what happens if something breaks at your house? She says, well, Michael will probably come over and fix it. That's a lie. That frail man is not coming over there to fix anything. He is going to dial up Roto-Rooter the same way I do. I'm just saying. Then Ashley makes this comment that she's not really sad about their divorce. And then she also realizes after she says it, you're not sad about the divorce because you're still living like a married couple. Yes, he's sleeping in your room and you're sleeping in Dylan's room, but that's the usual. Y'all haven't been having the sex anyway. You complained about that last season. So that's the same. Nothing has changed. You're both seeing each other every day. Of course you're not sad. Plus, currently, you are still not divorced from this dude, and you are still not in your own home, and you and him are still living in the penthouse together with the kids. Is this divorce really happening? I'm going to start calling this the alleged divorce. And of course, she brings up her TikTok again, and I said, you know what? This is the third or fourth time in 2 episodes that we've talked about Ashley and her TikToks. She must have wrote that in her contract. Bring up my TikTok. I need followers, subscribers. I don't know what they do on the TikTok. I don't know if you're followers or subscribers over there, but okay. Robin has clocked in. Okay? This is the Robin I can deal with. This is the Robin that I like. Robin said, oh, hell no, Giselle. You gonna be accountable this season. Both Ashley and Giselle are completely wrong for doing this to Chris. But you have to remember that most of these girls were also a part of the whole Monique's baby is not her husband Chris's. You know what I mean? So they will stoop low when a storyline and a check is on the line. But Chris is not trying to get Giselle, and he's definitely not trying to get Ashley either. My thing is this, I think that Ashley and Giselle are absolute gorgeous women. And I think that they're used to men flirting with them. They're used to men wanting them. But at this point, no. The only creeper on this show is Michael Darby, in my opinion. Chris does not want Giselle or Ashley. And if Chris did decide at some point that he wanted to step out, he definitely wouldn't step out with one of these ladies on the show. Maybe I should rethink that. I'm thinking about Portia from Atlanta. And moving on. Now, Robin talking to Giselle for sharing the information about Juan's name not being on the house, that would say to me that I need to be more careful talking to Giselle about my business. I don't care what you guys were talking about. I don't care about the situation. You don't have any rights to put me and my boyfriend, alleged fiance, soon to be alleged husband's business out here in the street. I also appreciate that Robin told her that her delivery towards Mia about that cancer scare was terrible. Terrible. You cannot come at a person like that. Whether it is real or fake, it's terrible the way you walked up to her. Cancer or no cancer? I mean, seriously? Now, Robin telling her that there's no way that Chris was trying to flirt with Ashley or slide into her DMs. He works there. She had posted that she was out somewhere and he was trying to get her to come there so that she could possibly post and promote his place of business as well. Chris is a nice guy. I totally agree with Robin. And Giselle talking about how uncomfortable she felt being in that room with him alone. Girl, stop it. If you didn't want to be in that room with him alone, you should have came out in the hallway and said, hey, Chris, you're married, so I don't think it's appropriate to be out here, to be in here with you because it looks a certain way. So why don't we sit out here in the hall or go, out in the lobby or somewhere and have this conversation? You clearly were not upset. Not at all. I think this is all fabricated, and this is Giselle just trying to get a storyline going. I don't think anything was weird or inappropriate. Chris really thinks of these ladies as friends. I mean, Giselle and Ashley are out of line for this. Giselle and Robin were saying that they're doubting Ashley regarding her divorce. They're also doubting Mia due to her cancer. Well, a lot of people are doubting Juan and Robin's relationship, but that's not my business. I didn't see any problems with Chris wanting to have a conversation with Giselle. Mia, Gordon, and her friend Jacqueline meet up for a little lunch. Mia is opening up her 16th chiropractic center, and it's going to be in Washington, D.C., and I wonder if her accounts are still frozen by her brother-in-law. That, too, is not my business, but I do wonder. Mia tells us that her and Jacqueline have been friends since they were 15 years old, and I need to know what the hell happened to cause their friendship to break up. I mean, Jacqueline knows where the bodies are buried, and vice versa. This is about to be a mess, but I'm ready to find out what happened. Then she makes this comment that Jacqueline is like a wife to Gordon, they just don't have the sex. That is a no-go for me, okay? There is no like a wife for my husband, okay? You've got this one wife, okay? That's just you and me, okay? This girl is my friend, okay? Not your friend. I'm just saying I'm immature. I'm not grown enough for that, okay? I'm just saying. Now, I understand that Jacqueline is new to the group, but I need you to relax and get off Karen's back. I didn't appreciate Mia pulling up that message, reading it as if Karen was trying to dodge and hide and cover her tracks. And then she also called Karen a hoe in her confessional. That is a no-go. It is a no-go. And I also noticed that Karen has been hanging out with Jacqueline. So I'm assuming that throughout this season, when Mia and Jacqueline fall out, Karen and Mia fall out as well. Now, Mia was saying that Karen could have let her know sooner, and I was a bit confused because we saw Karen at Mia's party at her new house, and Karen told her about the girls. And then she sent her another text. So I feel like that was enough notice. When she told her, she said, we went out on a picnic, girls was questioning, the cancer situation. Then she sent you a text on your way to the party and told you yet again. How much notice does one need? People are talking about you in this post. That's enough. Okay, what else did you want? Write it out in lights on your front damn lawn? People are talking about your Instagram post. I mean, what? For her to quickly jump on Karen, it's like, girl, Karen was the only one who was trying to defend you. Girl, you messed up. Mia, you done messed up, okay? And then Mia says that Giselle has pissed her off. Now she's back to making appointments. Remember last season when she told them that they were free to make an appointment to talk to her? Mia is too much.
He writes, you should have came to the W.
He's the general manager at the rooftop.
Like, I don't really see anything wrong with it. It's not like he was like sliding in her DMs.
He slid.
No, he didn't.
Chris responded to your Instagram story.
Chris slides into my DMs too. And it's very innocent. And he says to me, can I talk to you in your room? Mm-hmm. Okay, no problem, because I assumed my glam was there. Mm-hmm. I walk in the room and I realize they're not there. Did anything happen? No. I don't want to be in a closed room with a married man. Chris made me feel completely uncomfortable.
He didn't say anything inappropriate. He didn't touch her. He literally just asked to have a private conversation. I see nothing wrong with that.
And Chris had DM'd me at 2:40 in the morning.
My husband?
Yeah. He was like, y'all should have came to the W. 2:42 in the morning. He works there.
He was still at work. So what did you think? He was like...
I thought he may have thought my homegirl was cute or something.
I appreciate you coming to me.
Michael and I are not on, he has not cheated on me. He has not had any children outside
He's not
of their...
cheated on you?
Not lately. He has not had any...
There was a situation in which Chris made me feel completely uncomfortable.
So did he do something? Did he say something?
No.
Right.
He didn't.
Because he wouldn't do that. Yeah.
No.
So this is a thing we're doing. Chris is being attacked. Chris really looks at you all like sisters. You want to say that my husband made you feel uncomfortable.
100%.
Got it. Where's Eric? I need Eric. If it's going to be about maligning my husband, you don't want me here. Michael Darby is available for that. The ass-grabbing motherfucker that likes to actually make people feel uncomfortable. He's available for that, not my husband.
Now, Candace and Ashley get together. Now, listen. I can kind of understand Ashley a little when she says, what if Candace had seen the message between her and Chris and thought something was shady about it? And because Ashley didn't tell her, she could think that Ashley was trying to withhold information. I get that. But if you really cared about Candace, you would have brought this up off camera. you would have said over the phone, or you would have went out to lunch with her and said, hey, I don't want any mess, but I just wanted to tell you off camera that Chris sent me a DM at 2 something in the morning. That would have been better. In my opinion, that would have come off a little better. I personally think the message that Chris sent Ashley was innocent. And Ashley should understand that, you know, it was Michael Darby who was accused of groping that staff member, not Chris. I think that Candace responded beautifully. He works there. He's just trying to get people to come there. He's trying to rebrand. Candace did a good job here, because we know Candace, and Candace could have took this from 0 to 100 real quick. So after their conversation goes well, the show moves to Ashley's dance party. Karen unfortunately can't make it because she has a fever of 102, allegedly. Giselle walks in talking about she's ready to pop, drop, and lock it. I said, yeah, right. We saw you at the Spring Fling Celebration of Life taco party. You know, Ashley and Giselle going back and forth. I don't think that Giselle understands that her opinion is not always necessary. She is extremely judgmental and accusatory. She's also very opinionated. And I think that a lot of times she crosses the line. Does Ashley's divorce seem as if it is legit? No. But she doesn't have to jump down the woman's throat. Do I agree with Giselle and the rest of the ladies when they say people who are going through a divorce usually don't buy a house together? Absolutely, I agree with that. But I also agree with what Karen said last episode. She thinks that Ashley is using this divorce to get what she wants. And if that's the case, that's Ashley's business and her right. Get what you need, get what you want, however you have to do it, as long as nobody is hurting. Now, that comment that Ashley made, that Michael has not cheated on her, and then, wait. Now, when Ashley makes that comment that Michael has not cheated on her, and Giselle says, Michael hasn't cheated on you, girl, all the people was looking. And she says, well, not lately. What? Girl, that man has been cheating on you throughout this entire marriage. Come on somewhere with this. And then Giselle pointing out that Ashley was throwing back the tequila shots at the party. Listen, Ashley said this is a process. She's working on herself. And she's not an alcoholic, so let the woman have a few shots. And they're in the dance studio doing some stretches. The only thing Robin was doing was stretching her arms so she could drink her drink. So at the end of this dancing, Giselle decides that she wants to sit down and have a conversation with Candace. She wants to clear the air about the situation with Chris. I think that I was proud of Candace. I think that Candace sat, she listened, and then she decided, this is it. I'm done with this. You know, Candace was very clear. He has never been anything but nice to you. He's not physically hurt you. He has not sexually commented about you or your body. He hasn't crossed the line in her opinion or Robin's opinion or even my opinion. And my opinion does not count, but you know what I mean. And her yelling for Eric, the producer, I said, oh shoot, I don't think this is something that I don't know if we've seen a lot. But her saying, you know, you are not going to attack her husband. If you want to attack somebody for ass grabbing and being inappropriate, contact Michael Darby. He's here for that. But my husband is not. I don't blame her for standing up for her husband. And people know that Candace is really good with her mouth. She is really good at verbally assassinating somebody. She's going to take Giselle down this season, and I'm going to be here for it. You know how when Wendy got upset with the way Giselle and Robin were treating her, and then she verbally annihilated them last season? This is going to happen again. This is going to be a repeat, but this time it's just going to be Giselle by herself, because Robin is on the right team for a change. I think that Giselle thought that talking about Chris and confronting Candace about it, that Candace was going to wild out and it was going to be Candace acting out and Giselle was just going to sit there calmly and play the victim. No, ma'am, Candace didn't fall for it. Not this time. She is over the BS, and she says in the next episode that Giselle is dead to her. She left Giselle sitting on the floor looking stupid. Please come up with a storyline. I mean, you should ask the twins. They could probably come up with something. This is just ridiculous. Anyway, you guys, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.